Flat Earth. Today, here at Scam Lab, we will have a look at Flat Earth. I will rather ask a question today. It's up to you to decide. Is it a scam or not? Let's ask the Flat Earth believers what they can tell us. I'm not going to tell you if it's a scam or not. I will ask the Flat Earth believers to do the talking. And based on that, you as the viewer can decide whether this is a scam or not. There are many beliefs around Flat Earth and how it looked like. I have some images on the screen with different theories on how the Earth looks like. Today we won't concentrate on that though. Today we will have a look at the dome. We will also have a look at the sun and the moon. We will ask the Flat Earth believers to enlighten us on the next three topics. Are the sun and the moon on the inside or the outside of the dome? What is the distance between the sun and the earth? And what is the height of the dome at its highest point? Let's see what the Flat Earth believers can tell us. I joined a group on Facebook named Terra Infinita. It is a quite active group on Facebook with almost 43,000 members. I asked them some questions on which they answered me. The first question was, is the sun and the moon inside the dome or outside the dome? I got a couple of answers. My story said inside. Geoff Waterfall, a top contributor, said probably inside. Julie Minerva, enclosed like the light of a torch behind the glass. Only difference is they are not attached to anything. Another top contributor, Dion J. Jackson, with the most controversial answer. I believe there are other suns beyond the realm that serve the same purpose. So most of them tell us the sun is inside the dome and one tells us there are more than one sun. Here on, it gets totally interesting with beyond belief explanations. Marco, a top contributor, says, inside. At our true north is a mountain that is magnetic, with a sun and a moon hovering and rotating over a flat earth. Explains our salty water. For the electromagnetic system we live in, the Antarctic Circle is a 150-foot wall of ice that surrounds Earth, containing all of our water. More land beyond the Arctic Circle is what they are hiding from us. Steve, also a top contributor. Earth has three parts. So it has 3 domes, 3 suns, and 3 moons. If you go very close to the first dome, you can see the second sun and moon on the other side. Of course, space don't exist, so the moons and the suns are under the domes. And the second question, how high is the sun from the earth? Here I received a bunch of answers. Julie with 5,310 kilometers from the earth's surface and below the dome. Mark Hall answered Julie with 100% correct, 3,300 miles. Michael Daniel, a top contributor, said, high as the clouds, and posted a photo of the sun. Robin Christopher replied with, the only good answer is, we don't know. Billy White, 300,000 feet, and that equals to 5.68 miles. The Patriot said, it fluctuations in distance because it moves over us. The same as the moon. Paul Ricksworth, I believe under 3,000 kilometers. Royal Gary answer with it varies. It goes in a big circle or figure 8 and it goes higher or lower depending of the time of the year. But it's definitely not 93 million miles away though. It's within our firmament. Dilemma, it depends on the source of information. Some experiments say 700 miles, but others says 3,000 miles. Couldn't find any proper measurement. Waldo. It's like 5 miles away, maybe closer. Scott Binninghoff, a top contributor. There are video shots from planes that shows the sun pretty much at the same altitude. 40,000 feet, plus minus more or less, maybe 10,000 feet less or more. James Ashford, 33 miles. I'm pretty sure. Benny Perez, by measuring the sun projection rays, we can guesstimate the sun at about 3,200 miles up and about 32 miles in diameter. And last but not the least, Richard Jonathan, with the most interesting answer of all. He answers, considering that the sun is a luminary, which it isn't, it would most likely be below the mantle. However, it's a projection from below the North Pole, center of the disk. The black sun is a projector inside or below the Earth. If we're talking about Freemasonic understanding of teachings of the flat Earth theory. Last question. How high is the highest point of the dome over the Earth? The answer I received are also extremely interesting. Joe, 400 kilometers. And then he also say, they hit the dome in the 70s from an island in the Pacific Sea. Then Tyler posted a video to prove it's 73 miles. Hang tight. Last I remember is 255,000 feet, where the last Fastco rocket stopped. Here, bonus, it was 351 degrees when stopped. And then Darius, 114 kilometer, a total of 114 kilometer. Then Julie, one of our regular top contributors again. The highest point is 10,620 kilometers. Then Brandon Joy, it's about 10 or so miles up. Blue says, we don't know how high the firmament is. Mark Jacobs, 74 miles. Mellison, 75 miles. Mark Chesney, 70 miles. Michael Shelton, 73 miles or 385,800 feet. Kolskar, I think it's about 120 kilometers. Andrea, no one knows. Top contributor Marco, well, we have seen videos of rockets rugbying against it that look like a boat in water. So, John Roberts, also a top contributor, 86,000 feet or 26,250 kilometers. Oceanic, I've heard 7,200 miles. Same tech used in Star Trek X the Shield to defend against the aliens in the movie. Mike Hader, he explains about the magnetosphere and it's about 65,000 kilometers or 40,000 miles. Mount Black, 120 kilometers. Steve Mock, There are different layers to the firmament starting at 31 miles up through 400 miles up. The air gets much thinner and higher you go. In that being said, that there would be no way rocket's propulsion could push off the gradient. Thus, no way would there be navigational integrity. Globeheads have been lied to. Then Tony, with a flat earth picture displaying 385,500 feet. And then Michael, 450,000 feet. Mike Honshu, a top contributor, 73 miles is my best guess. The Go Fast rocket launch in Arizona is my evidence. #1. James Williamson, 73 miles. Now a couple of interesting questions to the flat earth believers. Dow Hauser, a top contributor. So none of your flatheads have a clue then. You all have so many different answers. Peter Sloan, if you all believe in the same flat earth, can you please get together and decide how high the dome is? It seems anything between 10 miles and 74 miles. Considering that the edge of space is 60 miles up, then perhaps 74 miles is a little of a stretch. Dick Butts, that's a good question for flat brainers. They might also explain why planes are not crashing into the dome or into the tiny sun circulating the earth. Oh, I forgot. They reject science. Planes don't exist. They are imaginary, like Australia. Please tell us in the comments if you think flat earth is a scam or not after you watched this video. Have a look at the figures given in the video to decide. Thank you for watching Scab Lab, and please like and subscribe to support the channel. Until next time, goodbye.